In today's video, ZHONGLI, extremely knowledgeable man in all things. May he be hiding his true identity. ZHONGLI is a 5 stars geo character, polyarmor user, shielder, buffer, and debuffer. In this video you'll find tips, talents, explanations, artifact sets, weapons, and more, so keep watching if you want to have the best ZHONGLI in Genshin. But before getting started, if you have crazy builds, or if you're struggling in building a character, you can join my Discord server where you can flex and ask for tips to improve your character's build. You can also ask to be included in future videos and be part of other communities to make friends and have fun in other games when you're not playing Genshin. You're more than welcome to join, and with that out of the way, this is ZHONGLI's character investment, and let's jump right into his active talents. With the normal attack, he performs up to 6 consecutive spear strike, and with the charge attack, he consumes a certain amount of stamina to launch forward, causing stone spears to fall along his path. He doesn't use them, but I wanted to talk a little about them since he has really unique animations. So let's move on to the skill, which has 2 different effects based on how we use it. If you press it, ZHONGLI will simply create a stone steel, and if you hold it, it will cause nearby geo energy to explode, causing the following effects. If their maximum number hasn't been reached, creates a stone steel, creates a shield of jade. The shield's damage absorption scales based on ZHONGLI's max HP, deals AoE geo damage, and if there are nearby targets with the geo element, it will drain a large amount of geo element from a maximum of 2 such targets. So of course it's more convenient to hold the skill, to have the pillar and the shield, which is really strong, so you always want to activate it. Sulking of his pillar, so the stone steel, when created, deals AoE geo damage. Additionally, it will intermittently resonate with other nearby geo construct, dealing geo damage to nearby opponents. The stone steel is considered a geo construct that can both be climbed and used to block attacks. Characters that have the ability to create a geo construct are Itto, Kachina, Ningguang, Albedo, and a few others. His shield, so the Jade Shield, possesses 150% damage absorption against all elemental and physical damage. Characters protected by the Jade Shield will decrease the elemental resistance and physical resistance of opponents in a small AoE by 20%, which is really good as a buff for active characters, and you have it without any artifact set. With the burst, it brings a falling meteor down to earth, dealing geo damage to opponents caught in its AoE and applying the purification status to them. Of course, opponents affected by the purification status cannot move. This is really interesting. Also, ZHONGLI is the only character who can purify opponents, so this is one of his unique characteristics. The level priority is skill, burst, and last normal attack. Let's have a look at his passive talents. With the first one, when the Jade Shield takes damage, it will fortify. Fortified characters have 5% increased shield strength, can stack up to 5 times, so 25% in total. This is really good for protection, of course, and comes really useful for characters like Tao. With the second one, ZHONGLI deals bonus damage based on his max HP. Normal attack, charge attack, and plunging attack damage is increased by 1.39% of his max HP. The pillar of the skill, resonance, and hold damage is increased by 1.9% of max HP, and the burst damage is increased by 33% of max HP. This is good for the skill and burst. Of course, the normal attack is not the part of his skill he uses, so buffing it is not that useful. And with the last one, refounds 15% of the orb used when crafting polyarmor type weapons. Pretty good even though we don't craft weapons daily. Before we uncover these artifacts options, the majority of the viewers are not subscribed, so subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, and make sure to activate the notifications to not miss out in future guides of your favorite characters. Thanks for the support in case you subscribed. Let's have a look at his artifacts options. For 2-piece you can use 2-piece HP, Tenacity of the Middle Leaf, and Vorukasha's Glow, 2-piece Geo Damage, Archaic Petra, 2-piece Energy Recharge, Emblem of Your Fate, and 2-piece Shield Strength, Retracing Bullet. For 4-piece you can use Tenacity of the Middle Leaf, which increases his HP with the 2-piece, and with the 4-piece grants a bonus in attack after the skill hits an opponent, and also increases his shield strength. Archaic Petra, which gives him geo damage with the 2-piece, and with the 4-piece you have an elemental damage bonus based on the element in the shard. Main stats are energy recharge or HP on the sand, geo damage bonus or HP on the goblet, and crits or HP on the circlet. Substats are crits, HP, and energy recharge. Let me know down in the comments if you think ZHONGLI is worth as a DPS, and also your biggest crit rate with him. Let's have a look at weapons options. For 5 stars, is one of a few other characters that don't take advantage from their signature weapons. So first option is Staff of Oma, which gives him crit damage and increases his HP. This is a good alternative if you want to deal damage with ZHONGLI's burst. Skyward Spine for energy recharge, gear fed is not that huge. And last option is Primordial Jade for crit rate, since this weapon doesn't have a huge effect either. So let's try to fix this situation with 4 stars options. First option is Favonius Lens, which gives him energy recharge and the effect grants him extra particles if you have enough crit rate. And last, Right for Reward, which gives him HP and extra particles with the effect if a companion heal him. Let's have a look at the constellations before team comps, so we can understand if there are any constellation needed, or we can play ZHONGLI as C0 still having great performances. The first one increases the maximum number of stone steals created by the skill by 1, so you can have 2 pillars at the same time. This helps you to cover more space and to activate easily the buff of the middle in case you have that set on him. With the second one, the burst grants nearby characters on the field a jade shield when it descends, so you have a shield without using the skill, kinda useless since the previous Constellation allowed us to have 2 usage of the skill. Third, increases the level of the skill by 3, so the shield strength. Fourth, increases the burst AoE by 20% and increases the duration of the purification effect by 2 seconds. Cute. Fifth, increases the level of the burst by 3. And last one, when the jade shield takes damage, 40% of that incoming damage is converted to HP for the current character. A single instance of regeneration cannot exceed 8% of the character's max HP, so with this Constellation he becomes a healer, which is cute, but not that fundamental since this is also the last Constellation. So he doesn't have great Constellation, and actually I not only recommend you to play him as his hero, but also don't waste your pulls on his Constellation, unless you really like him, of course. Now for team comps, he has a lot of choices and a really strong elemental resistance on his side, so you can really take the most from him in team comps. Also with the new weapon event, Calamity of Ashu, you can increase damage and crit rate of sword DPS, which is really good. First option is one of the most classic, Hu Tao, Zhongli, Shilonen and Yellen. Other than the buffs here, Hu Tao will also be buffed from the Geo Resonance. Also this team works really well with Yoimiya. For the second option, let's talk about sword DPS since I mentioned Calamity of Eshu, and I'll give you some examples of characters that can take advantage from it thanks to Zhongli. First option is Ayaka, Zhongli, Kokomi and Furina. Ayaka really takes a lot of benefits from this weapon, and thanks to Zhongli she not only has a lot of buff and the buff on the opponents, but also the incredible weapon effect activated that increases a lot her performances. Another character is Cloren. In her case you can go with her, Naira, Yao Yao and Zhongli, or Ayaro, which you can play in Electrochart team with him, Zhongli, Cookie and Aurora. As always, these were just examples. You can use Zhongli with all the characters and teams in the game, so just have fun with him and let me know your team comps with Zhongli in the comment section if you want. And that's all you needed to know about our mysterious Zhongli. I hope this video can be useful to you. Don't forget to leave a comment of what you think of this incredible character. I remind you to subscribe to the channel and also to my TikTok and Instagram accounts. To join my Discord server if you want to participate to the next videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!